Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it is my pleasure to give you all a walk around and tour of the all-new 2026 Honda Passport. The Honda Passport is now in its 4th generation, and as you can see, this one here does look really nice. The one that we're taking a look at today is the Trailsport Elite Blackout Edition, which does entail not only your rugged capability that you get with a Trailsport, the Elite, that of course is going to give you some nice features such as a Bose premium audio system as well as ventilated front seats. But your Blackout package is going to give you your HPD style wheels, which are going to be blacked out completely, as well as of course your grille, as you can see there. But with that being said though, a huge thank you to Honda Cars and McKinney, which is a part of the Hendrick Automotive Group right here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. As you can see with the key, it's going to be your traditional Honda key fob. And as you can tell, you're going to have your lock, unlock, remote start, your trunk release, and your panic alarm. To remote start the new Passport, just make sure the vehicle is locked. And push down and hold the remote start button. And the vehicle will start right up. And when you finish, just click and hold the remote start button again. And the engine will shut itself off from there. Starting off here in the front of the vehicle, as you can see, we do have our blacked out grille as expected on the Blackout trim level, and as you can see, it does look really nice. Your Honda emblem is blocked out, you have your Trailsport badge, and you have Passport spelled out across. But when you pan out a little bit, of course, as you can see, it does give it an aggressive look, and overall it's quite nice. You have that hood scoop right on top of the hood. You do have your front-facing camera sensors, so that way you will not get yourself involved in a frontal collision. And of course, you do have your orange recovery hooks down at the very bottom. On top of that, you do have your standard LED daytime running lights with your LED projector headlamps, as well as LED fog lamps below. Checking out wheels and tires on this one, we're taking a look at a set of General Grabber tires on a set of 18-inch wheels. These measure 275 60R18s all the way around. Coming over to our door, this vehicle does have a smart key access system, allowing for easy access to the exterior as well as the interior. By having the key fob in your pocket, just come to the door handle. There's a touch sensor inside here. Put your hand in, the vehicle will unlock, and you'll be able to jump on inside. And then when you're finished, close it up, tap this black button here. One beep will indicate locking, and the mirrors will fold back in. The exterior color of this one is finished off in crystal black pearl, with a black leather interior with orange stitching and piping pertaining to the Trailsport Elite trim level. Come over here to our door panels. You can see we're going to have some hard touch molded injection plastic on top of here. However, we do have some soft touch material coming down at the bottom with some more of that orange stitching right here. We're going to have this kind of camo trim coming across the door panel, letting us see that we do have kind of a more rugged trim. We do have our aluminum door handle here, 2-person memory seating. We do have our controls here for our power mirrors, as well as the mirror controls, our power locks, our child window lock, and then of course we do have our power windows. We have some storage space right down here, an area for a small cup holder here, and then down here we have even more storage space in the door panel. On a smart key access system, the new Honda Passport does come standard with push ignition. All you have to do is just keep the key fob in the vehicle or on you, put your foot on the brake, and hit the button to go. Very nice. The new Honda Passport does come standard with a fully leather wrapped, racking pan power steering wheel with controls on the left as well as on the right sides. Left side is going to house our controls for our seat track, our volume adjustments, as well as our hands-free voice. We also do have on this side our cruise control settings here, as well as some safety features for our lane departure and for collision warning systems. This one on here also being the Trailsport trim, in this case, you do have paddle shifters on both the left and right sides of the steering wheel. Coming up here, we're taking a look at a brand new 10 1/4 inch display here for our instrument cluster, consisting of 2 main gauges. To our left, we're going to have our tachometer, and to our right, we're going to have our speedometer. Right in the middle, we're going to have our information, which does include our current speed, our picture of the vehicle. To the left side, we're going to have our audio system, as well as to the right, we're going to have our seatbelt reminder. Coming down below that, we do have our exterior temperature, gear selector, driving mode, as well as this vehicle's odometer reading. Now, one thing that's really cool about the all-new Passport is that it does give some very unique vibes when it comes on to kind of how the interior is set up here. For example, this one here does come standard with Google built in, which is very nice to see. We'll talk more about that in the infotainment system portion. But of course, you should be able to control through a couple different things here on our steering wheel here, which does include our driver attention level. We do have our all-wheel drive torque distribution. We do have our pitch and roll information. We do have our seatbelt reminder. We do also have maintenance, tire pressure monitoring system, our safety support, and a blank page. And our brightness setting, vehicle stability assist mode, gauge display settings, as well as our range and fuel. Come over here to our right side. As you can see, we're taking a look here at a all-new 12.3-inch infotainment system, as you can see, and it's pretty nice. This, of course, does derive from the Honda Accord, and this is the first Honda SUV to actually get this new display, which was introduced back in 2024. Now, as you can see, to the left side, we do have our sub-menus, as you can see, and over here, it's going to correspond with what we're looking at. So, as you can see, we have our home button, which is going to bring us to our different apps. And as you can see, it does include our Google Maps, phone, FM, radio, Play Store, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, our Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, followed by our vehicle settings, general settings, profile settings, Bluetooth audio, trip computer, USB, AM radio, as well as system updates. Followed it up with our Wi-Fi hotspot, clock, our Honda Link, our compass, display mode, as well as all apps. Now, coming back over here to the left for a second, we do have our home button, back button, Google Assistant, Google Maps, Apple CarPlay, and then you can press and hold to add an app right down here. So anyway, starting things off here, we're going to begin with our Google Maps. As you can see, this is a Google-based navigation system, also known as Google Maps. And as you can see, it does look really, really nice in here. As you can tell, you do have your search bar for searching for destinations. We do have our different icons here for common places that you will be going to, such as our gas stations, places to eat, grocery stores, as well as cafes. You also do have your icons over here, which does include our Google Assistant, our settings, our volume adjustments for the voice activation navigation system, as well as our button right here, which is going to be for our perspective, of course. We also have the zoom in functions down here, and as you can see, overall it does look pretty impressive. With that said, come over to our phone. You can add or pair a phone to the vehicle via the vehicle's Bluetooth system. We have our FM radio, which is going to allow us, of course, to see what's playing on our radio. We're going to actually turn this down for copyright purposes. And as you can see, it does do a pretty good job of giving you the information that you need to see here as far as your sources, which is right up here. You can see the station that's playing and what the station is. You have your tune, and scan, and seek track functions. You also have your station presets down here at the very bottom. With that being said, of course, you do have your menu up here for your audio settings and stuff of that nature, and it does look really nice to see. And then to the right side, we do have our shortcuts, which we'll go through in just a moment. Come over to our Play Store. That's where we'll be able to go inside and put our information as far as getting connected to the Google Play Store app itself. You have Apple CarPlay, you have Android Auto standard in the vehicle, wirelessly of course, Amazon Alexa, and of course your Google Assistant on that side. Come over here to our vehicle settings. This is where we'll be able to kind of learn more about the vehicle and what comes with the vehicle. General settings will allow us to kind of give us an idea of what comes with the vehicle in general. Profile settings will allow you to set up your profile. Bluetooth audio is going to allow you to put your phone or set your phone up via the Bluetooth in order to play that Bluetooth audio. So let us begin with our vehicle settings. That, of course, is going to be kind of a look here at all the different things that we can change within the system. And we're going to kind of begin, of course, with our driver assist system setup, which does include our safety features for the vehicle, and they entailed our adaptive cruise control, forward vehicle detection beep, road departure mitigation setting, lane keeping assist, suspension beep, suspend beep, blind spot information, traffic sign recognition system speed limit warning, as well as our driver attention monitor and rear sensor setting. We do have our driving position set up here, for example, which we can adjust our memory position link as well as seat position movement at entry exit. Let's say, for example, we want to go to our lighting. We can adjust our auto high beams as well as our headlight auto timer, auto light sensitivity, and all that stuff, as you can see there. Let's say, for example, we now want to move into our maintenance. That's what we'll do up here. That's going to give us our oil life as far as how much percentage this one has, and your service A is going to be for your engine oil. And then we have other things over here, such as our meter setup, keyless access setup, door setup, as well as our climate control. Let's go to our door setup here. You can do the auto door lock, auto door unlock. You do have your walk-away auto lock, keyless lock answer back, and all that stuff there. And then, of course, we do have our climate control set at the very bottom, which does include our driver's seat automatic climate control, as well as our passenger seat automatic climate controls. Pretty nice to see. And then we move on to our general settings here, which is specifically going to be for things such as our system, connections, privacy, display, sound volume. Follow that up with our camera, voice control, security, Google, as well as advanced settings. Starting off here with our system settings, of course, is going to be our date and time, language, touch panel sensitivity, as well as factory data reset, of course. We do have our sound adjustments here. For our bass, mid-range, and treble, we have our Bose center point in the vehicle standard, our Bose dynamic speed compensation, as you can see. Coming down to our sound volume, this is where you can make your adjustments for certain things, such as our system sounds, our voice recognition, navigation guidance, as well as our phone calls. And then come over here, we can go to our camera, and we can turn on and off our cross traffic monitoring system, or you can adjust your multi-view camera. And then you have advanced settings down here, which includes things such as our network and internet, notifications, profile and accounts, and all that stuff, as you can see. So overall, pretty nice to see that. Profile settings, of course, is going to allow us to get more into our profile, set everything up for the vehicle and everything. And then you have trip computer down here and all that stuff. System updates is going to allow you to kind of see what updates need to be applied for the vehicle and all that stuff. And then we get over here to our Wi-Fi hotspot, our clock, our Honda Link, which of course is going to require a subscription on your mobile device, your compass, your display mode, as well as all your different applications. Overall, though, pretty nice to see, and that is going to do it here for the infotainment system portion of the 2026 Honda Passport. But before I move forward, this vehicle does have a 10-speed automatic transmission. Put it into reverse, you do have that backup camera with guidance lines, as you can see there. And they do move as you turn the wheel. You also have a 360 camera view, as you can see right there. You also do have our widescreen view, and I believe you also have a top-down view as well. Pretty cool to see that. We do have our physical volume knob here, Passport spelled out across. We do have our lens right here with our passenger airbag light and our hazard light. Coming down below that, we do have our dual zone climate control, which does entail our ventilated and heated seats for the front and front passenger. We have our temperature adjustments here, fan speed here, front and rear defrost here. Coming down below that, we do have our controls for our rear climate, as you can see, which does look really, really nice. Moving on from that, we do have a little bit of storage space in here, 2 USB-C ports and a 180 watt outlet, as you can see there. We do have a wireless phone charging pad, which does look really nice. And of course, it will charge your phone for you. We have some more of this nice camo material on this side. We also do have our piano black trim on this side as well, which is very, very nice to see. And of course, with that being said, we do have our drive mode selector, automatic your automatic stop-start function, as well as your hill descent control, electronic parking brake, as well as your brake hold. Coming to your drive mode selector here, on the screen, you're going to have at least 7 different drive modes that you can select from, which does include our eco mode, normal mode, sport mode. We also have our trail mode, because this is a Trailsport, and it's also going to give you a trail camera system, which is very nice to see. We do have our sand, as well as our tow mode. Pretty neat. We also have 2 cup holders here, as you can see. Come over to our glove compartment. Good amount of storage space inside, as expected. Seats themselves are very nice and comfortable, as you would expect in a vehicle of this size. It does feel very, very good. You have some decent side bolsters. You have this orange stitching coming on the middle, and overall it does look really, really impressive, as you can see. And as you can tell, it also says Trailsport right there on the headrest. So overall, nice, comfortable, and overall presentation is really good. Overall, not too bad. Come over here, we have our visor, as well as our mirror, and our standard light. And then come over here to our left side, we're going to have our trunk release as well as our windshield wiper control right there. And overall, the new Honda Passport is very, very impressive, and so far does hold up to what Honda expects from it. So with that said, let's go ahead and continue the tour of the 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport Elite Blackout Edition. Coming into the back of the new Honda Passport Trailsport Elite Blackout, materials do fall through in this one, which do look really nice. You're going to have two seat pockets, one right here and one right there. In the middle, you're going to have your climate control functions, which does include your rear vents, your dual zone climate control setup here, or your single zone climate control setup here. You do have heated rear seats right here and right here. You can adjust your fan speed, your temperature. You can adjust your fan right here, fan positioning here. Down here, you have a 150 watt outlet, two USB-C ports, and then of course, it's already down for us. We do have a powered armrest with two cup holders. We have our fuel tank right here, which of course is going to enclose our capsule fuel filler. And making our way towards the back of the new Honda Passport, as you can see, you do have LED taillights. However, our turn signals are going to be incandescent. You have Passport underneath here, as you can see, rear parking sensors, your tow hitch, and of course, this one, when properly equipped, can tow upwards of 5,000 pounds. And as you can see, it does have an automatic liftgate. Coming inside of the cargo area in the 2026 Honda Passport, you actually get more space than you did in the previous generation. As you can see, the way that this is set up right now, we do have a few things going on, such as our little cargo net here, our cargo mat, not cargo mat, our all-weather cargo mat here, and our privacy cover here. The way that we're looking at things right now, you're looking at just over 44 cubic feet of space, which is actually up about 5 cubic feet from the previous generation. And if you want to, you can just use the buttons right here, and you can fold down the second row seats actually on this side and this side. And as you can tell, when you do that, cargo space will expand to 84 cubic feet of space, which actually gives you about 7 more cubic feet versus the previous generation Passport. Overall, very good for a vehicle like this, and really it's top of class when it comes on to the overall, competition of the vehicle. Now, with that being said, as you can see, you have some more storage right here. You have some more storage right here. Of course, you do have your walkaway lock feature. You do have your USB ports right there. As you can see, we do have some more storage here, some more storage here, and then underneath here, we have our spare tire, as you can see. And then when you're finished, just tap this button right here, and it will close on automatically for you. We also have this very nice roof rack, as you can see, which is part of the Trailsport package. Under the hood of the 2026 Honda Passport, we're taking a look at pretty much the same engine that we've seen in the last generation. It's a 3.5 liter dual overhead cam 24 valve V6, mated to that 10-speed automatic transmission. It produces 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be made to that 10-speed automatic transmission, and this one is going to be four-wheel drive. Come over to our window sticker. This is the new 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport Elite. And as you can see, this one here does look really, really impressive. It is going to be finished off in the crystal black pearl exterior color, black leather interior. And of course, this is going to be what we're looking at here first, which is our standard equipment. And then come over here to our options list. This one has an MSRP of just over $53,600, and it does come with a few options, which does include our tow package for $220, which entails a towing organizer, ball mount, and 2-inch your 2-inch ball hitch. Your function package, which does include our cargo net, cargo cover, and door sill films, as well as our all seats and mats for $510, and our black emblems, which of course is our passport insert for $175. We do have a destination and handling fee of $1,450 for a total vehicle price of just over $56,000. We do have, of course, our fuel economy, which does come in at 18 city, 23 highway, and 20 combined. And so with that being said, guys, back in the new Passport does look very nice, and I'm glad that they made the necessary changes that they need to do in order to keep this vehicle competitive as well as stylish. And of course, with that being said, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed this walk around and tour of the all new 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport Elite Blackout, finished off here in crystal black metallic with the black leather interior. If you're interested in this vehicle, please let Honda Cars and McKinney know that you saw this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.